Dinner was served. Did you see Miss Holly take up her chair and drag it to the end of the table? She did not want to sit next to Mr. Andrew. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. And I thought to myself, but why would you do that? Why didn't you just make everybody move down a chair rather than do all that? Chair, come back for the plate, come back for the knife and fork. Yeah, just make everybody move down one. But anyway, she was just all up in her head, she was. And then you saw all the ladies sort of gather to find out more about what had been going on between those two. And again, as I said, she gets all flustered, comes across very neurotic, slightly unhinged when she talks. You see her trying her hardest to convince these ladies that Andrew is not the person you see here. What he shows you here is not what she sees when them two are in private. Not the same person. He's very manipulative, as she said. But she was doing her hardest, her very hardest, to try and convince these ladies. She couldn't believe that they wouldn't believe her. That's the sad part about it. That was the sad part about it. The poor girl was stressing, trying to convince these women. Andrew comes across very calm, and she comes across neurotic. Yeah, that's what he wants you to see. That's exactly what he wants you to see. And you guys fall for it. But you know who didn't? Miss Dominica. Yes, Miss Dominica. She wasn't convinced. I think she spoke to the camera saying, I know Holly can be a bit much, but at the same time, for her to come in and ignore him, there's more to this story. When you saw her later speak to Andrew across the table and try to question him, she wasn't convinced, she wasn't fooled. She said to herself, I'm going to find out, ask the right questions and see through all of that mask. Remember, he's a motivational speaker. He knows how to talk. He knows how to compose himself. He knows how to give off that image. Whilst Miss Holly doesn't have the words and the education and the vocabulary in the same way he does. So she comes across, as I said, unhinged when she starts talking. Nervous. Neurotic. Oh yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing to get everybody on side. But you know what? We're going to hear all about it at the commitment ceremony anyway. And I'm hoping that the matchmakers do the same thing they did last week. Pull him up. Because these ladies need to hear. And like I said with Olivia, where are you going? Because your relationship is so perfect. You start thinking, oh, she's exaggerating. Why is she behaving this way? Why didn't she say hello to him? You blanked him twice. Keep your nose out of her business. Unless you're in it, keep your nose out. Now you're getting too cocky and too confident that your shit don't stink. I'm watching you. And same with Tamara. Getting involved in other people's business. Water your own back garden. Why don't you go and do that? Water your own back garden. But we did see that later on, didn't we? Her and Mr. Brent still in argument at the dinner table. I think they were talking to Sam and Al. Yeah. It was Sam asking the question about what's been going on with them. Tamara's trying to explain. Brent's trying to explain. Brent's getting frustrated, as you can see with his hand gestures. He was getting frustrated trying to talk. Tamara's saying that this is what he shows you in front of you guys. This is what you guys see. But behind closed door, his temperament is very, very much up and down. You just don't know what you're going to get. That's virtually what she was saying. And like I said, all week, he's been frustrated. You can see the frustration on him. She can't do anything without him getting frustrated. The minute she opens her mouth, ooh, she'd rather not. To be honest, she'd rather not open her mouth. Because she doesn't know what she's going to get today. What personality she's going to get today. Am I going to get the nice Brent or the rude Brent? This relationship here, to be honest, I knew it was doomed from the beginning. These guys view life very differently. As we know, she's very materialistic. She's looking for someone to look after her. Brent doesn't fit that person. Why are we here? Why are we here? This is what we're going to hear through the whole of this series, them two bickering. I can't see them working this out. I think it's just going to get worse. The next thing we saw was Al and Holly have a conversation in the reception area. I really don't know what that was about. It felt like a mother and son situation. Her trying to teach him how to behave like a man. It was just too much. And then we saw Anthony go out to Holly to have a conversation with Holly. Yeah, they seem to be gelling, having a nice conversation. And then you saw Celine and Andrew come and join them. And I thought, oh God, couldn't you just give them a moment? Give these two a moment, Anthony and Holly. Just give them a moment. And can we hear more of the conversation? Because we didn't really get to hear that. But anyway, Celine and Andrew came to join them. Celine and Anthony were supposedly the mediators. I didn't see their point of being there. Because Holly had this. Holly was very much very dismissive. She didn't want to hear anymore. She'd heard enough. She's heard enough. Like she said, he should have left last week. And then you saw Celine say something like, don't worry, we're going to be at the commitment ceremony tomorrow in front of the matchmakers. And before she could even say any more, Mr. Andrew turned around and said, no, I'm going home. I'm going home tonight. Yes? He couldn't get out of there quick enough. He's going home tonight. Again. That tells me all I need to know. Because if he was so much in the right, he would have sat his ass down in front of the committee tomorrow and thrash all this out. But instead, he wants to go home today. He wants to go home tonight. Interesting. Guilty until proven not guilty. That's what I saw there. Guilty until proven not guilty. I've got nothing more to say. So we saw him walk off the set. We did. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow to see what happens next. So this is where I'm going to leave it. If you like what you heard, please like, comment and subscribe. Till next time.